you learn to live with them. You'll find out that though they may be like you, they can be pretty awesome. Because I don't know about you, but I find myself pretty awesome. I talk to myself all the time. I'm my own best friend. But anyway, we're skipping the whole having multiple personalities and talking to things that.
Oh, it seems like you're a nut job.
Yeah, we're gonna save that for a later topic. But anyway, when you think about it, you have a lot more in common with them than you think. Family, you know. Although they're that weird, you know, you like a lot of the same things. It's family, important aspect. Is that too clingy? I don't know. I'm just gonna roll with this. And I would like to tell a story from my brave and adventurous journals of far-traveled lands and distant stars and galaxies that nobody else has discovered but myself. This brings me back to the younger days of living at home with the entire Cotter clan. That's right, when a family gets big enough, it's not just a family anymore. When there's 7 other people, it's not really a family, it's a clan. You form a small army of sorts. You spread out, and by being an army, you each have specified tasks. You have the guy that cooks stuff, you have the guy that cleans everything, and then you have the guy that tells everybody how to do everything. Kind of like the army. Prioritizing is a beautiful thing, by the way. The smell of efficiency. It's a beautiful smell. Everything is all sort of fits together, meshes like a clock and just works. It's beautiful. Ridiculous, but beautiful. Anyway, way back when, living with my family was fun. It was fun in games, all while we did what we had to do, getting through school, getting dinner cooked, keeping the house clean, making sure our parents didn't come home to a complete mess and murder all of us. That was very key. Yes. Because, you know, you don't think about it when you're a kid, but your parents come home and they work all day, and what did you do all day? You went to school, but still, it's not the same thing as work. But, you know, you're a kid. You don't know that. If you were an adult acting like that, then your parents would be allowed to, you know, I don't know, break stuff over your head. Because you should be doing a lot better than you are now. But, you know, in all this, living with my family, I realized that, you know, when I was a little kid, I didn't have a whole lot of friends. I felt like a shutout. But then again, I didn't really see the need to, because when you have like 7 other people constantly within your reach, you really don't feel the need to go out and do stuff. It's like, they're all there. Boom, party's there. Why go to a different party when you have one you can run yourself? I don't know. And somewhere along the line, I'm going to go ahead and blame this on being a middle schooler, because those are the most intolerable people on the planet. And yes, I am saying that. I'm sticking to my guns. What? Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't hear what you said, so I just agreed. I'm sorry. You know, and all these kids that I envied, they were the one thing in the way of me having, you know, not the kids, but my family. They were the one thing in the way of me having friends, being popular, and all that good stuff that those pre-teenagers drool over. All that good fame, crap, fancy clothing, and the friends who really don't have personalities and just agree with what you say anyway. All that good stuff. All a part of growing up. But you know, I started to realize why I wasn't around friends that much is because I valued family already. I was like, hey, I'm kind of like friends. We just have a lot more in common. I already know that we all like the same stuff because I've been living around them for like 10, 12 years. It was obvious. Now, I'm not saying that if you have family to just completely ditch your friends. That's called being a jerk, and it's usually viewed poorly in most social circles. Ditching people. If you like say, hey, I'll be there, then you're not there. Then they're like, well, you're unreliable. And then they don't talk to you anymore. Pain. It's the pain. In fact, you could do yourself a world of good better by just smashing yourself in the temple with a hammer. So what I'm trying to say is if you have friends already and you have family, don't completely ditch your friends, you know. Just balance it out. I don't know, get a scale. And it's not even my job to give that good of advice, smashing yourself in the temple with a hammer. Maybe I should be a psychiatrist. I could prescribe for any sort of problem, a hammer to the temple and some Advil. Hey, it's an experimental treatment. We don't know where it'll go. Let's see. Maybe smashing yourself in the temple will lead to some sort of unlocking of deeper thinkings of the brain. Or give you a concussion. Say what?
Give the number for the station to see what they call it.
Oh, and you can throw your advice at me, say how much you disagree with me, or try and pick a fight with me over the phone. The number is 352-588-7440. Call. Go ahead. I'm not daring you or anything. I'm not saying you're the lesser man. I'm just saying that you're not as much if you don't call in. Whatever. Moving on. What was I saying? Oh yeah, about me being a psychiatrist. Experimental treatments. Funny stuff. I learned that family can be pretty interesting. They are sort of like you. Well, mine is anyway. And I like them anyway, so. They always seem to see things in my perspective, and if they don't, they should. Or they're awfully close to being it. Well, yeah. Family. So you don't want to read this, you know, it's like, for some reason, I keep sounding like a self-help book recently, and I keep tearing myself down. You're gonna cut out to, like, just at least one segment of me tearing myself apart. Good. It's just a raw block that you're gonna work with. Just sort of like a whittling block. Just chop away at it. Except it's me, and I'm not advising that you chop away at me, just my script. Yes. You draw smiley faces when you do this thing. They're wearing pants. Well, that's for words of wisdom. Last night I was tired when I wrote this, so I pretty much skipped this segment. Well, let's see. What did I write? Yep, I'm tired. I'm going to sleep. Well, I'm hungry, but you can call me so. And like I said before, if it doesn't whistle, bark, or scream, chances are you've just murdered something with your car. Yeah, this isn't exactly coherent or cohesive with anything that I said in the past, but I'm just going to go with it. So watch out for roadkill, everybody. Dead animals have feelings too. And be sure to respect all the flora and fauna in your area. And remember that flora are plants and fauna are animals. They aren't a place that sells flowers or an adolescent deer. And don't forget that flossing is extra great for your teeth. So is drinking paint, but we do not wish to promote that behavior on the station. Do not drink paint. So I guess I can say with all clarity that eggs do not float. I thought they would. They seem so inclined to do so. They're eggs. You know? Why not? I mean, not that I've spoken to much eggs, but you know, I got this hunch that yolks shouldn't weigh all that much. Then again, I'm pretty pants-on-head crazy sometimes. Forgive me. It's just who I am. I mean, that's where the script is, but it doesn't have to end there. So drinking paint. You know, that brings me back to a time where I was painting my house, right? And the paint fumes were just